Now, Bob is coming home. He wants to have some company and invites them into his house, but there's absolutely no privacy. If someone wants to go to the bathroom, what are they going to do? If someone wants to watch TV and someone's going to sleep, there's no way to kind of make sure that one person isn't bothering the other. We need rooms inside the house. Well, to do that, we're going to have to, first of all, look at our floor plan to see where the rooms are supposed to be, and then to see where the interior walls are. Okay, so we want some walls in these places. And how do we create them in SketchUp? There's a few different ways, but since we've cut out our outer shape, the easiest way to build the interior walls is to draw out against the wall and extrude. The other way you could have built this is to actually build all of the floor plan and then just extrude up at the end. So you'd build all the walls, and then extrude up at the end. But I thought that this would be, going this direction allows you to kind of see it build as you go. But either way is fine. Now, if we wanted to build a wall, we just go down like this to there and make sure that it's roughly the same height and down. Then we switch to the push-pull tool again and extrude out. And that's all you need to do. And don't worry at this point about doors. You can figure that we can cut the doors out later. Just try to get the size that you need. So we want it to go out like that, and actually it's going to go all the way to that side there. So it goes all the way basically past the door. But I think we positioned our door a little bit too far that way, so we might have to move it later. But for now, it's okay. And then we need to have another wall going that way, so we figure that out. Oops, move that over a bit. And then we have to take the tool again and draw out another wall this way and extrude over that way. So now we have a wall going into another wall. And then once you have those walls, then you can start dividing up the rooms in other ways. So we needed another wall. We needed another wall there for the bedroom, and this is just a small space. So we take our tool again and draw out another wall and extrude that. And now we have a kind of spot where no one can get to, so we have to start cutting out our doors. The doors are 36 inches by 80 inches. And if you want to create a door on the interior walls, we just need to click some part of the wall. We click upwards, and then we start typing 36 inches, 80 inches, and you have to have a comma as well. So you actually have to type 36 inches, comma, 80 inches, and then press enter, and it'll do it. Then let's put a few walls in. We want another one, or a few doors. Another door is going to go here, 36 inches, comma, 80, 36 inches, comma, I have to make sure I'm not accidentally touching stuff, 36 inches, comma, 80 inches, enter. And then the last one is going to go out here, 36 inches, comma, 80 inches. Now, once I have the doors the way I want, then I'm going to have to use the extrude tool to cut the doors out. And this can be a little bit, no, not that tool, this tool. This can be a little bit tricky to do the interior walls, but we'll do our best. So we switch to the push and pull. See if you can get it. So you move it slowly, 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 slowly until it pops. But if it doesn't pop right away, you just have to keep trying. I find that sometimes it thinks that you want to push it through like that. So you just got to keep going until... there, I had it for a sec. They kind of are overlapping. Then it knows that you want to cut. No, not there. That's what we got. That's when you know it works. Then you do the same on this wall. Got it. Sometimes it's lucky and it's easy. So other times it takes more effort. Go across and there. Did. Done. Excellent. So now it's cut on all of the frames. And now one thing that I notice is that actually this design isn't quite the same. It actually, I need another separate, there's like another room here, and this bathroom is actually more, there's like a space in here, and then this turns into its own other room. I'm simplifying a little bit because I think that you can kind of understand what they're going for, but basically I'm gonna remove that space for now, just to make it a little bit easier. So we'll just have the two, and we'll divide that space appropriately. This is going to be the closet, and this will be the bathroom space. Now, the reason why they had it bigger is to fit the bathtub. So if you're like, oh shoot, well I need to make it bigger, then you can move this over, and you can move this over. And that allows you to have a little bit more space. You just move, if you move one wall, you move the other wall as well, just to adjust. And then I'm going to have to add an interior wall here. And before I end this video, the other thing that you'll want to do is add some windows. And it'll use the same cutting technique that we used for the doors. And so for the windows, you take on the outside or inside, you draw out where you want your windows to be. And then and this one is going to have a small window. And then I believe there's a window, there's one window here, one window here. That's it. There's no other windows actually in this design. It makes sense we could put a window there too on the main entrance. But if this was an entrance into like a hallway, if it wasn't outdoors, then it makes sense that you wouldn't have a window there. And this is like the exterior of the building. So then you want to take a cut and snap, and take another cut and snap, and there we go. So now we have windows in, and we have our doors, and we have interior walls, and we can start to see how things are coming together. So I'm going to add a little bit more to this, and then when we tune into the next video, we'll talk about how to add even more detail. So check it out when you're ready.